In this lightning talk, I want to talk about deriving instance top-down. And first, the problem is when I was an undergraduate, I was reading Simon Pessinger's paper about SYB, and I started to feel a little bit, bad. Not because of the paper. I get some, very good ideas from the paper. However, when I try to, write down the code, you have to declare all those declarations, a little bit complex. For each, the problem is that you have to write deriving clause for each of the type declaration. And for the example in SYB paper is fine, it's just 6. However, after that, I've worked on a project with dozens of data declarations, and to write the deriving clause is kind of annoying. And before GHC 7.10, I think generic requires a lot of empty instance declarations, and because we do not have derive any class language extension, and adding one more class deriving is a little bit annoying. So I think SYB, the paper showed us how to dynamically traverse over the value of a very complex composed data structure. Then how about traversing the data declarations to derive class instances? Then I did a little bit, hack. So like here, it is the original example from Simon's paper. You have a lot of data declarations. Here I can just just say derivings and list all the type class you want to derive, and then it will derive that kind of instances. And there are a hell more. You can do it here. Okay. Here, comma. And as you can see, you can just generate all the instances from top, which is company data type, and down to the bottom, which is like salary or person. Okay. However, this problem is a little bit complex than I thought. You have to consider something about higher data kinds and high order type constructor and that kind of stuff. And the template Haskell, it changes a lot, and which isn't a good thing for me. So my plan is first implement it with template Haskell and see whether it is proper to migrate with GHC. And after that, I have discussed with Yang and to talk a little bit Haskell in China, that stuff. And in Haskell in China, we've published a lot of books from 2017, I think. The first, the translation, Learn Your Haskell, is translated and published in the first day of 2014, and the next. And we even translated Simon Miles' famous book about parallel computing and the book. And after that, we get a real world of Camel and Haskell, the craft of functional programming written by Simon Simpson, I think, in 2015. And after that, the one written by Richard Bird, the very famous one, is translated this year. And now I think this month there's another book called Magic Haskell is coming out. So that's a big event, and which I think will bring a lot of Haskell programmer to us. And I wish more book will be published, in the future, and maybe an ICFP or other events in China is just not a bad idea. Thank you.